Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news now. Let's talk about a move that's creating quite the buzz around the league and could potentially reshape how the Cowboys approach the upcoming season. Rumors are swirling about a blockbuster trade involving Travis Etienne Jr., the dynamic running back from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Word is that Dallas is in serious talks with Jacksonville, eyeing a deal that could see Etienne donning the star very soon. According to sources close to NFL analysts and insiders, this trade might involve Dallas sending a first-round pick plus a rotational linebacker to the Jaguars. It's a bold move, but one that could pay huge dividends for the Cowboys, especially as they look to solidify their ground game and push further into the playoffs. Why would Dallas go after Etienne? Well, for starters, this guy is a machine when it comes to running the ball. He's been turning heads all season, and his stats speak volumes. Over his career, he's accumulated over 150 rushing yards, scored 28 touchdowns, and averages a solid 4.8 yards per carry. His PFF grade in 2024 is an impressive 86.5, which shows how highly he's regarded in terms of efficiency and explosive plays. Up until now in 2025, with just 3 games under his belt, Etienne has already rushed for 285 yards and 3 touchdowns on 52 carries, averaging 5 yards per attempt. What makes him even more dangerous is his ability to shake off defenders. He's broken 15 tackles in just 3 games, showcasing his agility and resilience. Now, it's important to note that Etienne recently returned from a full recovery after a quadriceps injury in Week 1. His agility is comparable to Derrick Henry's in terms of pure power and quickness, making him a nightmare for defenses. When you watch him run, it's like seeing a bull charging through snow, relentless and powerful. His combination of speed, strength, and vision makes him a perfect fit for the Cowboys' offensive scheme, especially as they look to diversify their rushing attack. From Jacksonville's perspective, the decision to trade Etienne might be driven by a few factors. The Jaguars are currently sitting at 1-2 in the standings, and with Trevor Lawrence struggling, completing just 61% of his passes, they're focusing heavily on supporting their young quarterback and retooling for future seasons. The team also faces a $20 million cap hit next year, which complicates their financial flexibility. Moving Etienne, who can earn around $9 million in cap space with this trade, could be a strategic move to free up resources and accelerate their rebuild. For Dallas, this trade could be a game changer. Their rushing attack, which has been solid but not explosive enough, would get a serious boost. With Etienne, the Cowboys could see their ground game improve by around 33%, projecting over 300 rushing yards for the season, along with an increase of about 12 touchdowns and a 16% boost after contact. Dak Prescott's EPA, expected points added, would also see a significant jump, possibly around +0. 20 overall, helping balance the offense and making them more unpredictable. Dallas's coaching staff and front office are undoubtedly looking at how Etienne's skill set complements their existing roster. His ability to gain yards after contact is impressive, and his quickness makes him a threat to break long runs at any moment. If you look at recent trends in the NFL, teams that can establish a strong rushing attack tend to control the game's tempo and keep their defenses fresh. Etienne's presence would elevate the Cowboys' offense from good to elite, especially in crucial moments, like late in games when ground control becomes essential. The impact on the Cowboys' Super Bowl odds would be substantial. Currently, the betting lines have Dallas at around +8-0 to win it all, but with Etienne in the fold, those odds could drop dramatically, potentially to +200 or better. That's a huge shift, reflecting how much a player like him can influence a team's championship chances. He's the kind of X factor that can grind out tough yards on late drives, extend plays, and keep defenses guessing. Cowboys fans know that in the playoffs, every yard matters, and having a back like Etienne provides that extra edge. A deeper dive into Dallas Cowboys' recent history and their pursuit of the Lombardi Trophy * to fully understand the significance of this potential acquisition. it's essential to revisit the franchise's historical context. The Dallas Cowboys are one of the most storied teams in NFL history, with a legacy built upon 5 Super Bowl championships, 8 conference championships, and 24 division titles. Their Super Bowl victories came in the 1971, 1977, 1992, 1993, and 1995 seasons. The Cowboys are known for their iconic roster, including legendary figures like Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, and more recently, Tony Romo, Dez Bryant, and Ezekiel Elliott. In recent years, the Cowboys have maintained a reputation as a perennial playoff contender, but their pursuit of the elusive 6th Super Bowl title has been hampered by inconsistent offensive production and defensive lapses. The 2020 and 2021 seasons saw Dallas making deep playoff pushes, but injuries and inconsistent play at critical moments prevented a return to the Super Bowl. The franchise's identity has been rooted in its offensive prowess, particularly its passing game led by Dak Prescott, and a solid, if sometimes inconsistent, defense. Dak Prescott, the team's franchise quarterback, has been a central figure in their recent success. Drafted in 2016, Prescott quickly established himself as a reliable leader and a dual-threat quarterback capable of extending plays and making accurate throws under pressure. His career stats up to October 2023 include over 500 passing yards, 117 touchdowns, and a 66% completion rate. Prescott's ability to control the tempo and deliver in clutch moments has often been a hallmark of the Cowboys' offensive strategy. However, despite Prescott's talents, the ground game has often been a point of concern. While Ezekiel Elliott once carried much of the load, his decline in recent years has prompted the team to seek a more explosive and versatile running back. Tony Pollard emerged as a reliable option, especially in 2022 and 2023, showcasing elite speed and elusiveness. Yet, the lack of a true workhorse back with the ability to break through defenses consistently has been a limiting factor. The evolution of the Cowboys' rushing attack and the potential impact of Etienne *** Dallas's rushing offense in the 2023 season ranked around 15th in the league, averaging approximately 114 yards per game. While serviceable, it lacked the explosive element that separates good from great teams. Their offensive line, anchored by Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and Tyler Smith, has been one of the league's best units, providing Prescott with time and opening lanes for the running backs. But the missing piece has been a back capable of turning small gaps into long touchdown runs and consistently gaining tough yards after contact. Enter Travis Etienne Jr. His skill set aligns perfectly with what the Cowboys need, a back who combines speed, agility, and power. His 4.3-second 40-yard dash time and 37-inch vertical make him one of the most explosive athletes at his position. His ability to make defenders miss in tight spaces and break tackles makes him a nightmare for opposing defenses. Moreover, his vision and patience allow him to find seams quickly, especially behind a dominant offensive line. If Dallas acquires Etienne, the team could see their rushing yards per game increase significantly. Experts project that with him in the lineup, the Cowboys could push toward 350 to 400 yards rushing for the season, a marked improvement over previous years. This would not only improve their offensive efficiency, but also open up the passing game. Teams would be forced to respect the run, leading to more play-action opportunities for Prescott and a more balanced offense overall. Expectations for the future and strategic implications looking ahead, the Cowboys are positioning themselves to be serious contenders for the next few years. The current roster features a blend of veteran stability and young talent. Beyond Prescott and Pollard, players like C.D. Lamb, a rising star at wide receiver, and Micah Parsons, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, form the backbone of a team striving for consistency and excellence. The potential addition of Etienne would give Dallas a multi-dimensional attack, making them more unpredictable and harder to defend. Opposing defenses would need to prepare for both a potent passing game and a dynamic rushing attack, stretching their defensive schemes to the limit. This diversification is critical in today's NFL, where versatile offenses tend to dominate. In terms of future expectations, if the Cowboys secure Etienne, they could realistically aim for a top-3 seed in the NFC. Their strengths, offensive line, playmakers, and now potentially a premier running back, would position them as favorites to reach the NFC Championship game and contend for Super Bowl glory. Their defensive unit, led by Parsons and Leighton Vander Esch, remains a strength, capable of shutting down high-powered offenses. Deeper analytical insights on player performance and fit asterisk, a more profound analysis of Travis Etienne's game reveals that he excels in multiple facets. His yards after contact per attempt is among the best in the league, at approximately 2.9 yards. His ability to turn a small gain into a big play makes him a threat on every carry. Advanced metrics also show that he excels in split zone and outside zone schemes, which Dallas could incorporate more heavily into their offense. The Cowboys' offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer, has shown a willingness to adapt his schemes to maximize his players' strengths. With Etienne, the team could run more outside zone and stretch runs, leveraging his quickness and agility. His pass-catching ability, averaging 3-2 receptions per game for 25 yards, adds another dimension. He can serve as a safety valve for Prescott in third-down situations, making Dallas's offense more dynamic and unpredictable. Player profiles and backgrounds. Travis Etienne Jr. Asterisk. Born on July 26, 1999 in Jennings, Louisiana, Etienne played college football at Clemson, where he was a two-time ACC Player of the Year and a Heisman Trophy finalist. His college career was marked by explosive plays, setting the school record for rushing yards in a season. Drafted 25th overall in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft, he was highly touted for his combination of speed, agility, and versatility. Trevor Lawrence asterisk. The Jaguars' quarterback, a former first overall pick in 2021, has faced some growing pains but remains a highly talented passer with a strong arm and excellent mobility. His struggles in 2024 have been partly attributed to inconsistent protection and a lack of supporting weapons, which a move for Etienne could help mitigate. Ezekiel Elliott asterisk. Once the cornerstone of the Cowboys' rushing attack, Zeke has had a steady but declining role, battling injuries and reduced production. His leadership and experience remain valuable, but the team is clearly seeking more explosiveness from the position. Dak Prescott asterisk. As the Cowboys' signal caller, Prescott has been the linchpin of their offensive success. His career averages over 7.4 yards per attempt, a passer rating of 97. 4. Highlight his efficiency. His ability to extend plays and throw accurate deep balls makes him a perfect fit with a dynamic back like Etienne. The broader impact on NFL dynamics asterisk. This potential trade reflects a broader trend in the NFL. Teams are increasingly valuing versatile, explosive playmakers at running back. The days of the workhorse back carrying the load are fading. Instead, teams want backs who can contribute in multiple facets: rushing, receiving, and pass protection. Etienne's profile fits this mold perfectly, and his addition to the Cowboys could influence how other teams view their backfield strategies. Moreover, this move could spark a chain reaction in the NFC East. The Eagles, for example, have been bolstering their rushing attack with Saquon Barkley, and the Giants are also looking to improve their ground game. The Redskins, or Commanders, are in rebuilding mode, but could try to make a splash in the free agency or trade markets. The NFC East could become even more competitive and physically imposing if Dallas manages to land Etienne and bolster their ground game. Expectations for the draft and future planning asterisk. If Dallas trades a first-round pick for Etienne, it signals their readiness to contend immediately. The team will likely focus on bolstering their offensive line in the upcoming draft to ensure Etienne's success and Prescott's protection. It's a strategic move, pairing elite talent at running back and offensive line, aimed at maximizing their championship window. This also raises questions about long-term planning. Dallas has historically been cautious with high draft picks, but in this case, a bold move indicates they're all in for a deep playoff run. They might also consider extending Etienne's contract if the trade is successful, solidifying their core for the next several seasons. Fan and media reactions. Dallas fans are buzzing with excitement. Many see Etienne as the piece that could transform their offense into one of the league's most dangerous. Critics, however, caution that trading a first-round pick is always a gamble, especially if it affects future draft plans. Media analysts debate whether this move will be enough to overcome NFC powerhouses like the 49ers, Eagles, and Lions. Conclusion and final thoughts. In sum, the potential acquisition of Travis Etienne Jr. by the Dallas Cowboys represents a bold, strategic move that could redefine their offensive identity and significantly improve their Super Bowl chances. His proven explosiveness, combined with the Cowboys' strong offensive line and talented receiving core, could create a formidable, balanced attack capable of dominating in the playoffs. As always in the NFL, patience and execution are key, but the signs point toward Dallas positioning itself as a serious contender for the next few years. This move underscores the importance of versatile, explosive playmakers in modern football, players who can change the course of a game in a single play. If Dallas manages to close this deal, it will not only impact their immediate season but could also influence the strategic direction of the franchise for years to come. Cowboys fans, stay tuned as this story develops, because it might just be the beginning of a new chapter in Dallas Cowboys history. Total character count: 10, 43 characters.